your biology teacher, and today I would like to talk about the topic organization in living things. This is the first chapter of your book, and I would like to complete this chapter in three different classes. In the first class, I'd like to complete the part organization in living things. In the second class, I will discuss about tissue, and as we all know, tissue is a very lengthy part of this chapter, so tissue will be divided into two different classes. In the first class of tissue, we will study about plant tissue, and in the second class we will study about animal tissue. So this chapter will take three complete classes, and now I will discuss about organization in living things. Before discussing about different levels of organization, I would like to discuss the definition of organization. What is organization? So organization is nothing. It is very easy. It is the arrangement of smaller components of any structure into larger ones in a hierarchy. Now the question is, what is hierarchy? So hierarchy is an arrangement of graded series. As you can see here different grades are there, and it is in a series. So hierarchy is a graded series. It is nothing. So what is organization? Organization is the arrangement of smaller components of any structure into larger ones in a hierarchy in which components of each level coordinates with one another towards a common function. Here we can see that a series is there, and each series is dependent upon the previous one. For example, tissue is the group of cell, and when different tissue works together, it forms organ. So organ is the organ is dependent on tissue. Now organs, when different organs work together in coordinated way, then they form organ system. So in this way we see that each level is dependent on the previous one. So in this chapter we have to study how the human body is organized. As we know, our body is made up of cell. So in this chapter we will discuss about cell, then tissue, organs, organ system, organism, population, communities, ecosystem, and then biosphere. So we can say that in this series the lowest level is cell and the highest level is biosphere. Now as we know, living organisms show three types of organizations. The first type of organization is lower level of organization. Lower level of organization. The second level is organism level of organization, and the third is higher level of organization. So the first level is composed of four different categories. These categories are cell, tissue, organs, and organ system. Whereas the third level, that is higher level of organization, it is also having four categories. This is population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. Now the first level of organization, that is lower level of organization, it is also known as biological hierarchy. And the third level, that is also known as higher level of organization, this level of organization is also known as ecological hierarchy. So we can see that the levels below the organism, below the formation of organism, these components are under the lower level of organization, and above the organism the different levels or different categories are there. These categories are under higher level of organization. So we will discuss each and every level in detail. In in lower level of organization, we will talk about cell, as the cell is the basic unit of life. The cell is the lowest level of organization. It is the smallest living unit and is capable of performing all the functions of life. All the living organisms, whether they are plant or animal, their body is made up of cell, as it is the structural and functional unit of life or our body. Cell can be either prokaryotic or eukaryotic. In prokaryotic cell, nucleus is not membrane bound and it is scattered in the cytoplasm, example bacterial cell. In eukaryotic cell, there is a well-defined nucleus is present in the cell. Now we will talk about tissue, a group of similar cells that work together to do the same job is called tissue. In other words, a tissue is a group of cells similar in structure and function. Example, muscular tissue, nervous tissue, epithelial tissue, and many more types of tissues are there. Now we will talk about the next level, which is organs. Tissues combine to form organs. An organ is made up of different kinds of tissue. Example, our heart, brain, lungs, and many other organs are present in our body. Next is the organ system. A group of organs working together is called an organ system. For example, cardiovascular system, digestive system, and many more. Your digestive system is an organ system. Can you recall some of the organs of the digestive system? These are the mouth, the food pipe, the stomach, and the intestine. Each organ has a special job to do. Each organ has a special function to do. Together they digest your food. Dear students, now we will discuss about the organism level of organization. And now we will discuss what is organism. All the organ system collectively form an organism. The whole organism is a product of all the systems working together in unison with each other. So, organism may be unicellular or multicellular on the basis of number of cells present in the body. For example, bacteria and amoeba are the unicellular organisms, whereas dog, cat, humans are the multicellular organisms. Now, we will discuss third and last level of organization that is very complex in structure, and this is higher level of organization. It is also called ecological or ecological hierarchy and includes a graded series of ecological categories such as population, biotic community, ecosystem, biosphere. So, one by one, we have to discuss each and every categories. The first category is population. A population is a group of organisms of same species found in same geographical areas. For example, a population of Asiatic lion living in Gir forest. Now we will discuss about community. A biotic community of an area is formed of a number of populations of different species like bacteria, plants, and animals in that geographical area. In a biotic community, different populations show interactions and interdependence. For example, all the living organisms or animals shown in a park. We will discuss ecosystem. The biotic factors, that is living things, and abiotic factors, that is non-living things of an area are collectively called ecosystem of that area. For example, in this park, the ecosystem consists of the biotic factors as bird, cat, dog, trees, whereas the abiotic factors consist of temperature, light, humidity, wind, soil, pond, etc. Now we will discuss about biosphere. All the ecosystems on the earth interact with one another and collectively form biosphere or ecosphere. It is also called the life supporting system of the earth. In higher level of organization, population is the smallest category while biosphere is the highest category. It is divided into three subdivisions. These are hydrosphere, which include water bodies and life found in them. Second is lithosphere, earth crust and life found in it or on it. And the third one is atmosphere, air around the earth and the life found in it. So, my dear student, I hope you would have understood all the level of organization. If you have any query or any difficulty, you can ask by writing in the comment box directly. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.